Its medical name is hypermobility, but you probably know it better as being double jointed. Those who are double jointed can bend and twist in ways that seem rather unnatural. Hypermobility allows certain people to do things that would leave the rest of us crying on the floor in pain. Thumb to wrist. If you spend a lot of time typing, writing, or just doing any sort of activities with your hands, you know they can get sore and cramped. Most people try cracking their knuckles or stretching out their fingers. Those who are double jointed have the rest of us beat on this one. They can twist their hands and stretch their thumbs all the way back to their wrists. It's a rather shocking sight and one we suggest you don't try. After all, if you don't have hypermobility, getting your thumb to touch your wrist is going to end up with a visit to the hospital. Pretzel legs. People who do yoga and meditation often take up positions where their legs can look a bit bent out of shape. That's nothing. Someone with hypermobility can take their legs and basically become a human pretzel. Sure, you can bend your leg backwards and touch your butt, but can you then hook it around your body to touch your stomach? So why would you ever need to do this? Well, if your goal in life is to get a job at the circus, as one of the guys that gets stuffed into a tiny box, then we say you've got a pretty good jump on the competition. Arm contortions. Like the whole leg thing, some people who are double jointed can do some pretty freaky stuff with their arms. After all, what's going to make your friends shoot milk out of their noses faster than an image of you with both arms twisted around? Seriously, it's like something out of a horror movie. Practically, we imagine having this type of hypermobility makes grabbing that pen that fell down behind the couch or that electrical plug tucked away under a desk a little bit easier to get at. Ballet. Ballerinas practice for hours on end and work very hard to maintain a high degree of flexibility. After all, have you seen some of the moves they have to do? They're like ninjas in tutus. Naturally, those in the medical and dance professions have come forward to generally agree that hypermobility can be a benefit for those trying to be the next star of Swan Lake. Naturally, you still need a lot of muscle and core strength to prevent injury, but having that kind of natural flexibility can be a real asset in this particular business. Freaking people out. We've already alluded to it before now, so we might as well just say it. Double-jointed people can freak everyone else out with a simple twist or a bend. Sure, the rest of us have to tell jokes or do something really dangerous in order to get attention, but not the double-jointed. All it takes is a hand bent impossibly backwards to make the crowds groan in agony or giggle in delight. Didn't do your homework? Not a problem. Freak your teacher out when they come to your desk by making your arms look like they are 100% broken. Athletics. As you'd expect, in certain cases, having hypermobility can provide benefits. Sports is one example. It can be as simple as the MLB pitcher who has an extra bit of give to his arm, giving him an advantage when throwing against the opposition. It can be more complex, like Olympian Michael Phelps, whose success in the pool may be down to his hypermobility. It is reported that Phelps' elbows, knees, and ankles bend more than most people's, helping to give his stroke more power or efficiency. For instance, his ankles are said to bend 15 degrees more than others, which turn his feet into powerful flippers. Music. Like other people, those with hypermobility can play any instrument they choose. However, the ability to bend arms, wrists, and fingers can be a benefit with certain instruments. In fact, studies have shown that if you have hypermobility, instruments that have repetitive hand motions are the best to pursue. This means anything like guitars, pianos, and woodwinds. Now, don't get carried away yet. Having hypermobility doesn't mean you'll instantly be a good musician. As with anything regards to your flexibility, if you don't practice, you're not going to be any good at it. Lick your elbow. Looking to make a few extra bucks on a bet? Maybe you're trying to make new friends at the local pub. If you have the ability to bend and twist your arms around, then you might have the ability to lick your elbow. Yes, we know it sounds ridiculous, but everywhere around the world, people actually try to lick their elbows all the time. How do we know? Well, the people at Guinness World Records reportedly get a lot of claims from people who can do this. So other than winning a few bucks or making your friends look foolish, you're not getting anywhere in life with this particular skill. Better sex? We guarantee that if you tell someone that you can do the splits or put your legs behind your head, they instantly are thinking about some rather dirty things. But really, do people with hypermobility have better, wilder sex lives? On the surface, we bet the Kama Sutra will make a bit more sense if you can bend yourself up like a pretzel. However, like playing a musical instrument, just because you're extremely flexible doesn't mean you're gonna be any good at it. Easier injury. It's not all positives for the double-jointed. All the bending and little perks you might have in life because of hypermobility is evened out by one big con: injury and pain. Studies have shown that those with hypermobility are far more prone to sustaining injuries. Joints that move beyond the normal range are susceptible to overextension, and pain is often reported to increase as the person ages. It makes the whole double jointed thing a bit of a double-edged sword for those who have it. How many of you tried bending your hands and arms during this video? How many of you tried to lick your elbow? Just be careful. We wouldn't want one of our videos to leave you all bent out of shape. Ha! Ha ha! Leave us a comment. Be sure to subscribe, and of course, try checking out some of our other videos and articles that we have for you at The Richest. We'll be seeing you around. Bye-bye.